Aloha, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to share with you as much as I can about the light work and about my sexuality and how that expression I try to control with self-pleasure and go beyond the second chakra into the third and not try to speak over other people or impose on them like you'd see it in church or in somebody going to a door and preaching the gospel. Basically, this is the reason I do this video blog, because it's impersonal. You can pause and play it at your discretion, and it's not like I'm speaking to you in person. I'm trying to empower you and help you to become an independent person. And part of that's by using mantras like I am independent, I have control over my body, and just giving yourself privacy and not letting others talk over you, like, you know, separating business professional relationships with personal family relationships. It's probable that right now you don't have anyone who could relate to you as a family. So I believe that family is it requires a lot of commonality or common denominators. What people relate on, you know, how do they deal with their sexuality? Is it through having a girlfriend or boyfriend, or is it meant to be more sustainable, like beyond just having a lover, to preparing for what I call a conjugal relationship? So let's do a little bit of light work breakdown after this intro that I gave, and then talk a little more about what I intend to do with my life partner, how I plan to reach the objective of being with her, and really learning how to be a masculine authority in my life so that she can experience the benefits of the receptive, submissive feminine, and of course the state of multiple orgasms. Alright, so here we go. Light work. I just raise my hand like this and imagine a bright beam of light shining out on the subject, be it a person, be it in my mind I'm conceptualizing of the light hitting somebody, or maybe I see a person on stage speaking, such as at a church, and I imagine them in my head, imagine them smiling and beaming the audience, and the audience grabbing a brilliant white ball of light like that, imagining that sphere of brilliant light. And it's not just the light work, as you can see. It also has to do with mantras, mindset, self-control, and visualization of things like people smiling, not just visualizing the brilliant white light. And so let me get another song going. 1 second here. I See You from Avatar. This is a nice song. Okay. So that's the light work. That's class A light work, where you beam yourself, like beam a bright white ball of light through your leg. Like, imagine going into Matrix mode and imagine yourself like a tall angelic figure, and you're beaming down on like an audience. See them smiling, see the light just beaming their backs, you know. Get creative with this. Okay. As far as sexuality goes, I'm going to go through my notes here, and I'm going to share with you my thoughts. So, see, if I was to initiate a relationship with a woman right now, it would be like me being her lover, because I don't, I don't, it takes, I believe, a grace period of time in order to properly, it's like courtship, and build up to truly knowing each other and agreeing, like, we're going to eat the same foods, we're going to exercise the same, well, lifestyle preferences, and just agreeing to play roles, and preferably roles filled with magnetism. One extreme is the authoritative masculine, and the submissive feminine. So I want to be able to trust completely, and one big one is always focusing on myself, and not trying to impress others. And see, I believe women want that knight in shining armor. That's not possible to achieve with the human mind, but rather with this light work that I do. I call it God. I believe that I am that light, by the way. So, in addition to that, it's also necessary to have a support system, not just financial stability, but like a brotherhood of man, where if one man is injured for 6 months, for example, the other men will support him and help out, and so on. So I think you deserve perfection, woman. I think that you want nothing less. So let's see what else I've got here written down. Hold on. I want to be, I want to spend energy and time and money on her and myself, as opposed to like trying to spend it on maybe a woman. I mean, maybe a car or a watch or something. I will support her. I will take care of her. And I think it's important that before intercourse with a woman, or any intimacy, that men and women as well learn how to love themselves, self-pleasure themselves. So in other words, masturbation, like 3 hours a day, learning how to transition into a sustainable relationship. Let's say you want to be with your mate 3 hours a day in the bedroom, and you've got to learn how to do that 3 hours yourself, otherwise you might not be ready. So make your hobby, not cars or anything, but rather human, sexuality. Like I like to think of different women I see during the day, and there's always like a variety on what type of woman I'm attracted to. It's interesting. I don't care about how the woman looks, like if her face is scarred, or say she loses her breast to breast cancer or whatever. I just care about giving her oral pleasure. And what do I mean by that? I mean, I don't expect intercourse from her. I don't expect her to reciprocate and give me oral pleasure. All I expect her to do is give her identity to me, which is wearing the burqa, and essentially it says John's mate on it, and she no longer has her own name, essentially. So What else? What else do I have on my notes here? Let me play another song. Okay. Well, just like I said, don't try to control others by trying to explain things to them. Call them by the last name, Mr. or Mrs. Unless they're family. And well, here we go.